James Garner's shocking confessions about Doris Day he never told anyone. He was married for 58 years. Loyal, decent, honest. The kind of man Hollywood rarely produces anymore. And yet, in his own book, with his own hands, he wrote something about Doris Day that nobody saw coming. Something that a married man simply should not say out loud. This is not rumor. This is not gossip. These are his words. Verified. Real. And by the end of this story, you will never see James Garner the same way again. It started in 1963. 2 movies. 2 legends. 1 unforgettable chemistry. People who worked alongside them said they understood each other perfectly, like 2 people who had known each other their whole lives. But James Garner never spoke publicly about what he truly felt. Not in interviews. Not on television. Not to reporters. He saved it for his memoir. His own words. His own truth. And what he wrote stopped people cold. He said Doris Day was unlike any woman he had ever worked with. That she didn't play sexy. She didn't act sexy. She simply was sexy. That everything she did seemed completely effortless. And then he went further. He admitted openly that if he had not been married, he would have tried to carry things forward with her after hours. A married man, writing that, publishing it for the entire world to read. That is not scandal. That is a man finally telling the truth about something he carried for decades. But that was not his only confession. Doris Day had a husband, a man named Marty Melcher. Powerful, polished, always standing at Doris's side in every photograph. And James Garner watched him for years. Watched him manage Doris's career. Watched him handle her money. Watched him smile at all the right people. And Garner said nothing. Because what could he say? Then Marty Melcher died in 1968. And the truth came out. Doris discovered that her husband had secretly squandered every single dollar she had ever earned, leaving her completely broke and deeply in debt. The woman who had sold out movie theaters across America for an entire decade, left with nothing. And James Garner finally said what he had been holding back for years. He did not whisper it. He did not soften it. He called Marty Melcher a hustler, a shallow, insecure hustler, and said plainly that without Doris, that man could not have driven a truck. Years of silence, released in one fierce and honest moment. Because that is what real loyalty looks like. Now here is the part most people never talk about. Behind that famous easy smile, James Garner was quietly suffering. In his memoir, he openly admitted to depression, constant physical pain, and stage fright that followed him throughout his entire career. Every time you saw him laugh on your screen, he was carrying something heavy inside. And through all of it, the pain, the long quiet years, the declining health, one person never stopped calling. Doris Day. She reached out to him regularly. Even though he disliked the telephone tremendously, she didn't mind. She called anyway, every single time, because real friendship does not give up. James Garner passed away on July 19, 2014. But before the very end, his daughter placed the telephone in his hands one last time, and 2 old friends heard each other's voices, one final time. When Doris heard the news, she said just a few quiet words. She said she loved Jimmy, that the world had lost an exceptional human being, and that she had lost a dear friend. No performance, no Hollywood drama, just the truth. From one old friend about another. James Garner admitted feelings he could never act on. He defended a woman he deeply admired. He carried pain nobody ever saw. And he held on to one friendship for 50 beautiful years. Some men never say what they truly feel. James Garner did. This has been the Stars Gossip. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button, because the best stories are always true.